If you love Joann as much as I do, grab some ice cream because this is not the update that we were hoping for. All right, buckle up, guys. Joann just announced they filed today that they are closing 500 stores. Their website used to say that all the stores were staying open and remaining functional. And now it says, after carefully reviewing all available strategic paths to address our ongoing industry, economic, and financial challenges, Joann and its financial stakeholders determined that initiating a court-supervised sale process is the best course of action to maximize the value of the business. As a part of the ongoing Chapter 11 process, on February 12, 2025, Joann filed a motion seeking court authority to begin closing approximately 500 stores across the nation. Right-sizing our store footprint is a critical part of our efforts to ensure the best path forward for Joann. And then it says, Joann is committed to providing our customers, the sewists, quilters, crocheters, crafters, and other creative enthusiasts we have served for more than 80 years with great service and assortments, and to supporting our thousands of team members across the nation throughout this process. Down below, I will link the list of closing stores. It's not good. It's not good. Most of the stores in my general area are closing. There were 3 stores on Long Island that I would go to. They're only keeping 1 open. I mean, I'm looking at all of this. The list is extensive. And now, granted, they had 800 stores. And I'm on my computer. That's why I keep looking this way, because I'm trying to get as much information as I possibly can. It says that 14 days after the entry of the order for the debtors will no longer be accepting gift cards on their e-commerce platform or in their retail stores, and all gift cards will be deemed to have no remaining value. Notwithstanding any policy or state law to the contrary, the gift cards are not redeemable for cash at any time. So that stinks. They're also 14 days after the entry of the order, debtors shall no longer accept refunds, returns, or exchanges of merchandise sold by the debtors in the ordinary course of business. Upon entry of this order, merchandise sold in the store closing sales shall be on a final basis, and returns of such items shall not be accepted. I'm just continuing to read through this. There's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo here. There's a lot going on. This is kind of crazy that they decided to do this today, because yesterday was supposed to be their first court hearing, and they filed an omnibus objection so that way they could extend the time for them to find a buyer. That hearing is scheduled for March 6th. I don't know what that hearing does, but I'm very confused as to why, again, there was supposed to be a bidding procedures hearing and a hearing on first day motions that was supposed to happen on Tuesday, and now that's happening on Friday on Valentine's Day. So why did they not just wait another few days to announce? I don't understand why they petitioned the court to do a court-ordered sale of these stores, a store closing with the court. So I'm kind of really confused. They also have a meeting of creditors on February 19th. All of this is public information on the Joann Restructuring website. Again, I will link that below. There is also a list right on that website now of stores that are closing. I wish I had better news for you. I thought that getting that extension and that extra court date in March was going to be a good thing. And I was hoping that they'd find another buyer. From what I have heard through the grapevine, and the grapevine being employees and what I can find in the court documents and Reddit, take Reddit as you will, that the 3 buyers that they currently have are all liquidators, and the one is Gordon Brothers. The other 2, they will not say who they are or what they are, but it sounds like they only want a piece of the company and want to give the rest to either Gordon Brothers or another liquidator. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's not good. They did announce earlier in the month that they were going to close their West Coast distribution center in California, I believe. Yes, in California. Visalia? I don't know. Sorry if I totally butchered that name. That they were going to close that, and they needed to give, I think, either 60, I think they had to give 60 days notice of when that is closing, and that is planning on closing on March 31st and laying off 209 employees. I don't have any more information other than that, but I did want to get this out to you as quickly as I possibly could now that I have read the court documents and seen what's happening. I literally was making a video about making this sweater for Friday to post on Friday because I was going to wear this to court, and I unfortunately can't go on Friday anymore. I have a funeral to go to, but I don't know who made this map. It is not from Joann. I found it on Reddit, and I will also link that below of the stores that are closing and the stores that are staying open. I don't know. This is what the map looks like, guys. It's man. I'm hoping, and here's my like hoping, that this means they're going to be able to keep those stores open, the ones that are left. That would be ideal, right? That's what we want. We want the store in general to stay. Even if they have to close 500 stores of their 800 stores in order to stay open, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna have, we knew we were gonna lose some stores, right? That's kind of, we knew that was gonna happen. They had already started to close 8, now they're closing 500. It's not a big surprise. Or if you are surprised, sorry. Like, it's not a surprise to me as someone who has been following this in depth since it started, because I rely on Joann for everything. I'm hopeful that this means that the store will be able to survive. That's really all I've got. The whole list of stores, I found ABC 10 listed it by state in a very, very nice way, so I will link that below. I'll link all the things below and the court documents where they actually said that they're filing to close the stores, because they had to file all of that through the court. And if you want to read the court mumbo jumbo, it'll be in the description for you. I wish I had this more put together, and I wish I had more things to say, but I really just wanted to get you guys the information, because I know there is a ton of misinformation out there that all the stores are closing and that Joann is going to go away forever. We don't know that yet, okay? That is not the case yet. And until these court hearings go through, we're not gonna know. So yes, they're closing 500 stores. It sounds like online is still going to be open for the time being. Don't know for how long. Don't know what's going on with court right now, because again, there is the date of March 6th on their calendar for a hearing, and there's another date on March 19th and March 14th now instead of the 12th. But that's the update I've got for you guys. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Put in the comments what your favorite thing about Joann is. I'd love to hear all the Joann stories. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to continue to do these updates as we get more information, because I'm keeping on top of it anyway. And I've been following it very, very closely. I was working on doing an update with the West Coast Distribution Center closing and things that I've heard from the stores, but now all of that has changed, which is why I don't want to keep putting out information and spreading more misinformation as we're getting more information. As we're getting more details, and the details are coming from the court documents and legal information. That's what you have to look at, is like, there is so much spreading online. Don't listen to everything online. Look at the court documents if you want to know what's going on. And if there isn't anything yet, like yesterday, we didn't know this. There wasn't anything yesterday, and now there is. So again, I'm going to continue to keep checking the Joann Restructuring website every day, as I do, just to try to keep up with the court documents and keep up with everything. And that's what I got for you guys. And I'm sorry if you are one of the employees who's losing their jobs, and I am sorry if you are losing your store. I'm losing mine. But I love you all, and I'll keep you updated. Bye, guys. Oh, one more thing I forgot to add. They also ended their affiliate program. There used to be a Joann affiliate program. I was a part of it, and I did get an email a while ago now that program has also ended. Just want to give you guys that update too. I think that's everything. I'm making this video so fast. What I'm looking at the comments on Reddit right now is some people are doing the math of stores, of which stores are staying open and which ones are closing. And this one comment says, I'm also surprised at the total number, because in another filing, there were just 175 low-performing stores identified for closure in a previous plan. It looks like the only stores to remain open are those with more than $2.5 million in annual sales. So if you're wondering why your store is closing, that would be why. Because I was shocked that mine was. Another interesting comment. I love Reddit, and I have been all over the Joann Reddit feed. This comment says, this list includes store 1928, the store of the future outside of Columbus that they sank an insane amount of money into a number of years ago, and the leadership at the time couldn't go 5 minutes without patting themselves on the back for the level of ridiculousness they had packed into one place. That is so true. Sad, but I think the closing of the store of the future pretty much sums up the situation. Because what I've been saying this whole time is that instead of store of the future, they need to do a back to basics campaign, which is what I hope they're doing.